Hello, welcome to Wonder Dad Gaming. I am Lemon76 of Wonder Dad Gaming. Thank you for joining me for another review today. Well, one of my most popular videos on this channel is the On Gaming keyboard, RGB keyboard that you can get from Walmart. I will have a card up in the corner right now for that, if you're interested in that particular review. Well, I got a new keyboard today. This one, honestly, it goes by so many names. Mechanical Eagle, E-Yooso, Hanzo. The actual one on it is called E-Yooso. But the one thing they do have in common with this keyboard is the one thing which is known as the Z-88 keyboard. As you can see, it's a full-size keyboard. It is a aluminum, so it has very little deck flex. On the back, you have channel routing for your USB, because this is a wired keyboard. This is not a wireless keyboard. But what is nice about this one, this is a detachable keyboard, or detachable USB. So for storage and stuff, it's just easier to take it out. And it goes right here. Unlike the On Gaming keyboard, which is a wired and it's non-removable. Now, of course, it is a white design because, hey, you know my setup. If you've seen any of my live streams, you know all my stuff's pretty much white because I just like the clean aesthetic of it. This does come in black as well. It comes in different variations. This one, like I said, this is the white-blue clicky keyboard. This one actually... Now, what's important about this one over the On Gaming keyboard is the price range is, this one usually goes for about 50 bucks. Sometimes you can find it on sale for a little less. So it's only like a $5 difference between this and the On. Well, there is some, this thing does have some advantages and some disadvantages to the two. So we'll start with the advantages. This one is a hot swappable keys, so you actually can pull these switches out and replace them. Now, you can get it in different variations. I, of course, have the blue one because I like the clicky keys, but they do have a red and a brown. So if you want that linear switch or the nice soft tactile switch, they are, you can get those keyboard layouts as well. Or if you want to mix and match. So say your Woz keys, you don't want them clicking really loud during your live streams, you can replace those with red switches. Or, vice versa. I mean, maybe you like the click sound, so instead you get a red keyboard, but you put the blue switches in your Woz. Totally can do that. Now, this is a full RGB keyboard. Now, this one, unlike the On, doesn't use any software for that. Actually, this is all internal for the RGB on this one. It comes with a manual, which I'll show right here. Right here, it's a simple user guide. And pretty much what it just goes through is just tells you how to switch on your different RGB effects, and I will go through those. I will cycle through each one so you can see what they look like. Another advantage it has, of course, over the On is the detachable USB, which is nice. It does have rubber feet. These aren't single; they're only single stage, so you can either go flat or one stage up. There's no double stage with this one. Like I said, this is a full keyboard. Now, of course, it has the same layout as the other one. It uses the same style of keycaps. So, like the Have-It keycaps that I have on my On Gaming keyboard will fit on this. And actually, for fun, we will be switching those over. So you guys can see what those look like when that's fully RGB and all that stuff. And, of course, I will have a link for those keycaps in the description below. Like I said, aluminum, just like the other one. The reason I'm doing a review on this is there's not too many good reviews for this keyboard out there. There's a couple like really small ones, but nothing that really goes over like what this keyboard's actually good for and what I can do that. Like I said, I did mention real quick that it does have the channels. Now it also, right down here, has weep holes. So if you ever spill anything on this, the water will have, water or drink or whatever you have, will have a place to get out. So you don't have to worry about any liquid that gets in this getting stuck in there. I would still probably recommend, because I didn't find any like waterproofing numbers on this one, so I would still open it up, and I believe it's under these feet, these rubber feet. You can open this up, and I'd clean it out that way. Now, as you can hear on the microphone, these are very clicky switches, but I like that. Now, because these are hot swappable, I did have a pack of Glorious switches, Gateron and Kale switches. I did try using them. They didn't want to fit, unfortunately. It seems like one of the... Actually, I can grab a key. I'll show you guys in the description, or in the... Here, this B-roll. That the key, the little pins on them, are very thin compared to the Gaterons or Kales, which uses one thin and one thick. And when I tried putting those in there, they didn't want to fit. But I did find the keys that this comes with on Amazon. I will have a link in the description below for those, for the exact switches that are in this. So if you do need to replace switches, this, you can go on this link and find them and get them that way. But as of right now, I've not been able to put in the Kales Gaterons. I don't have any Cherry MX, but I do have the Kales and Gaterons, and those do not want to go into this board, which is definitely a disadvantage with this keyboard. Also a disadvantage with the keyboard is it doesn't have a wrist rest compared to the on-gaming keyboard, which has that really nice magnetic wrist rest that just snaps to the bottom. This does not have one. Like I said, it comes in very bare-bone packaging. It's a simple cardboard box. It's wrapped in bubble wrap, and it comes with some accessories. So we'll go over those accessories real fast. It comes with a switch puller. So this is how you can pull switches out. It comes also with a keycap puller. And it comes with 5 extra switches. So the big advantage of with a keyboard that has the ability to swap out key switches is in case you have one that goes bad. Which does happen every once in a while, and that's the big advantage this one has over something like the On, which you can't replace the switches if they ever go bad. So, like I said, that's the advantage that this one has over the On. Like I said, there's give and take in this one. They're both in the same price category, and of course, it does come with a pretty thick USB, micro USB cable. Now, I did find that if you do want to switch out the cable, which I actually did, you're going to want to find one that has a thin USB, or basically a thin USB head on it for the micro USB, because if you try to use one that's too thick, it won't fit in here unless you like trim these tabs away, but I didn't want to do that. So I did find a micro USB that does fit, that was black, that I was able to run, because unfortunately the one thing I don't like about this cable is, yeah, it's robust, but it's gray and doesn't exactly hide well with my setup. So when this is plugged in, you could see it. So I did switch this out for a braided cable. We'll go ahead and plug this in and let you go. Well, we'll go over that RGB here in a minute. So that is pretty much the overview. Like I said, this is an aluminum housing. So this thing, like I said, there's like almost no deck flex in this at all. Just like the On. The On was aluminum housing too. Like I said, the advantage this one has over the On is, of course, the swappable switches. And it does use the same box style switches as the On. Now, I do feel, this is of course subjective, it doesn't have the hollow tingy sound that the On gaming keyboard had. This is a much quieter, a little more, it feels like it's a little more dense inside. So it doesn't really have that ting noise when you, especially on the spacebar. That's usually where you can tell the most. But these ones, these switches, even though they're clicky, it's almost like a soft click. It's not a really like, I know it's hard to describe it, but it clicks, but it just feels a little softer compared to the On gaming keyboard, which is a very clean, almost like a clean break and a very pronounced click to it. So they, even though they look the same, they are definitely different switches that are using in these keyboards. I do like it still, but I won't lie, after using the On gaming keyboard for a while, I did come accustomed to those. I mean, if I had the choice and if they'd fit in this keyboard, I would put the Kale bronze speed switches in it, because I really like those switches. But unfortunately, like I said, they don't fit in this keyboard, which is a real disappointment, especially for the price. So I'm kind of letting you know that one right now. If you do go out and buy this keyboard, do know that only certain switches fit in this. Like I said, the Kale and the Gaterons do not fit in this keyboard, which is a real pity. I mean, maybe if you did some tinkering, you probably get it to work, but I honestly, I'm not going to worry about it. Because, like I said, it's a good keyboard. I like it the way it is. I would like to change some things about it, but I'm not going to. So I'll go over the RGB real quick, and we'll do a quick time lapse of me switching the keycaps over to the Aura keycaps that you've seen on my on-gaming keyboard, so you guys know what that looks like and see how it looks. And then we'll just wrap it up and call it a day. So, also, if you are new to this channel and you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing. And also, if you are enjoying this video as well, please leave a like. It always helps out the channel. And of course, all the affiliate links for every product that we have here is in the description below. And if you do go through those links and you do buy something, that does help out the channel, and we do appreciate that. So, okay, let's go ahead and go over the RGB effects. Okay, we're going to go over the lighting effects for this keyboard. As you can see right now, I do have it on like a radar style right now. So what you would do, like I said, because this is actually all built on the keyboard, you would hit function and then insert, and that will change. See, this goes to a reactive. Of course, my computer over there is wondering what the heck's going on. This one is kind of an interesting one. It's like each individual key does its own thing. Now, of course, on the on-gaming keyboard, you do have the software that you can use to actually do the RGB with this one. So there is a little bit more RGB customization in the on-gaming keyboard compared to this one. So we'll keep going through the cycle. Insert. So this is like a static like rainbow color, which is kind of strange. Insert again. So this one I like to call the Knight Rider. For all you old-timey folks out there. But yeah, that one's that one. And also it does this animation anytime you start up the keyboard or plugging in for the first time. It does this like animation before it gets into going. So there. So there's our typical wave form. Very simple. Now this one's reactive, so this one will react to wherever key you touch. Very simple. See? That's how that does it. Now, it does actually change it every time you hit that same key, so it's not like it's always going to be the same color every time you hit it. So, hit. So there's waveform. There is all white. Now, when you're in this setup, you can go ahead and just change to a static color. To actually start changing through colors, I'm just go ahead and move through the switch real quick. I just had it on the back. It's delete. Function delete. So you hit function, and then we go over to delete. Delete. See, now we're going to go through different colors. So green, blue, that's definitely a yellow. Purple, which is actually kind of nice looking on here. Kind of a teal color. And then we're back to white. I think that's it. Yep, and then it goes back to this like rainbow look. Okay, there's breathing. So you can change the color and have it breathe if you want. And then this is like a color cycle where it goes through each color slowly. And this is, of course, the send through design. But we're going to go ahead and go back. And then this is like a kind of like a rain style. It's kind of weird. And this is another wave, but instead of going this way, it's actually going upwards. And then you got reactive again. Crazy. I gotta find mine. That's wave. I usually go what's called radar. That's the one I prefer. Oh, that was radar. It's not wave this way, it's just radar. This is the one I like. I like the spiral look to it. And of course you can change the brightness and stuff like that. What you do is you hit function, and then you go down, 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 down. Actually, I think I just turned it up. So, and also you have like indicators over here, kind of tells you that where you're at. So that is the RGB lighting. Like I said, it's very simple. Now there is what they call game modes on here, which you can get through here. So you got your WAS keys, your escape, and your arrows done. Go back to this one. So these are different like games. So if you just want to light up your certain keys that you're using during your gameplay, you can do that. Now I'm not going to go over everything today. Like I said, there is more things you can find in this we'll stick with the wave for now. You can find different stuff in the owner's manual. Now it does come in 2 languages. It comes in, of course, English, and it comes in Chinese. So if you're good at Chinese, hey, you can read that. So now it does have multimedia function keys, and you of course can lock the window key. You got different ones like that. But honestly, most keyboards that come with non-dedicated media keys have that same functionality. So you'd hit function, skip track, place, pause, stop, all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick time lapse and show you guys going from these keycaps, which these are the stock keycaps that come with it, and we're going to go ahead and put the Have It keycaps on there. And then we will go ahead and back out and do a conclusion. Now that we've gone over everything that I have to go over and did a little time lapse with me switching over the keycaps, I will say I love these Have It keycaps. They just look so good on all the RGB keyboards I put them on. I just love the way these light up and stuff like that. So let's go over basically final conclusions and let you guys know what I think about this keyboard. Is it worth your time and your money? So advantage are hot swappable keys, no need for software to run the RGB. What else? Full aluminum housing. Of course, changeable keycaps, which is always nice. Mechanical switches. Does come in 2 different colors. Comes in a white and a black. It does come in 3 switch variations. So you do have brown, blue, and red. So those are the big advantages it had. And of course, it has detachable USB, drain holes, all that stuff. So if you want something a little bit more advanced than something like the On gaming keyboard, or you want something more options, like when it comes to the Switch style, I would recommend looking at this keyboard. It's, for the price and the build quality and things like that, you're getting a really solid keyboard here. I would definitely recommend getting a wrist rest. I wish this came with a wrist rest, but it doesn't. But you can pick up like these memory foam or gel style ones for pretty cheap. So I would recommend getting a wrist rest with this one if you're someone who does like using a wrist rest, because unfortunately it doesn't come with one like the On one does. Now the switches on here are almost identical to the switches on the On. When I was doing my keycap switching, I took a look and they're really close. They're probably from the same OEM manufacturer for these. So if you want something that has a little bit more options, this is definitely a keyboard to look at. Also, if you're looking at something that has the ability to last longer, like you're worried that maybe you'll wear out your key switches and things like that, this would definitely be a keyboard to look at. I would recommend getting a different keycap puller though. The ones that come with it aren't the greatest. That's where they really kind of like try to save some money there. I'd recommend getting a decent one. There's quite a few out there that are actually pretty cheap. They're like, you know, anywhere between like $3 to $10, depending on the kind you want to get. So I'd recommend looking at one of those if you want to get, like, if you're wanting to like do a lot of keycap pulling and switch pulling. So in my conclusion, yes, I do believe this is a really good keyboard. Definitely worth the money. I've been using this thing for a couple of weeks now. I know a lot of people like seeing me use my gaming keyboard, but I have been using this one to give it a full shakedown and how I felt about it. And honestly, I really enjoy it. Yeah, there's some things about it that I wish it had but it is a different keyboard. So, like I said, if you really want like the perfect keyboard, that's all subjective, and also you're getting into really super high price territory to try to get like all the features and stuff like that. But everything that this offers, definitely worth the money. So if you're in the market for, you want to get into a mechanical gaming keyboard, RGB keyboard, I would definitely give this one a fair shake and a fair look, because I find that it does offer quite a bit for the price that you're paying. Because trust me, I've used keyboards that are double the price of this and don't have all these features. So take a look at it. You may be interested in what you find. So of course I will have links for this keyboard and the keycaps, and also I will have a link for the switches that are compatible with this keyboard all in the description below. So if you're interested in that, do check out those links. And also if you do buy something through those links, that does help out the channel, and it's always appreciated. So thank you for joining me today. Of course, we do our live streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We do VR on Tuesdays, Wartime on Wednesday, which is anything like shooters like Halo or Call of Duty. Fridays is Fortnite, and Saturday is whatever we feel like. Lately, it's been a lot of like high-res studio games on Saturday for some reason, but that's always a fun time. We do always have our chats open during our live stream, so if you want to come in and chit-chat with us, we are more than welcome to. And of course, now we used to do giveaways every single month. I am going to talk about that right now. We used to do them every single month, and now it's getting to the point now where I'm not going to be doing them every month. I'm going to be doing them on milestones. So, like right now, we're really close to 500 followers between our Facebook and our YouTube page. And when we did that 500, I will be doing a game giveaway. So the monthly Amazon gift cards, those are going to be more of a rarity. Those are going to be like milestone times. It is getting a little harder to be able to keep buying the tech and doing reviews on this, and also having the money to do these Amazon gift cards. I do enjoy doing them still, but I have to basically pick between, do I giveaways every month, or do I still have tech for you to review for you guys? So unfortunately, I don't have really any sponsors. I buy this with all my own money, so I have to pick and choose what I'm going to do. So don't worry, we will still have giveaways. We'll actually probably also be doing like physical giveaways. Like I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on one of my gaming keyboards, my gaming keyboard. Do like a giveaway for that. So do let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that. So, well, I want to thank everyone who came out today. And also, if you are new to the channel and you do like what you see and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. And also, if you do like this video, please leave a like. It always helps out the channel. And as always, I am Lemon76 of Wonder Gaming. Thank you for joining me today. I will catch you on the next live stream or the next review video. And as always,